A while back, I put out a poll asking you to choose my next Platinum trophy, and thanks to everyone who voted, I was given Hi-Fi Rush, one of the Xbox exclusives that recently came to PlayStation. And let me tell you, this game is probably one of the most fun rhythm games I've ever played. Instead of the usual rhythm formula, Hi-Fi Rush doesn't need you to be beat perfect. It rewards you by dealing better damage in combat, as well as allowing you the ability to do combos, which makes gameplay so much easier. You play as Chai, an aspiring rock star who gets special robot enhancements which make the world around him go with a beat, along with a team consisting of Peppermint, Macaron, Cinnamon and another character I won't say for spoilers, to go after the corrupt corporation called Vandalay, who wants to control the minds of innocent people who get the robot enhancements. But with the help of the team, you take down each boss of Vandalay, which are some of my favourite antagonists in media, before making it to the final fight against the big boss, Kale, who has such a good boss fight song which I can't play because of copyrights. With the story complete, I now needed to play it another 5 to 6 times on every difficulty, making sure to get S ranks for every level on at least half of the checkpoints. So on my replay on normal, I made sure to grab every single collectible, including every Vandalay vlog, art piece, HR investigators, hover and announcement screens, health and reverb items, and finally Smidge the Guide robot. Of course for the trophies, but also the Wall of Fame, which has an enormous amount of tasks, adding up to 138 according to the PlayStation Progress. Some quests require you to learn certain attacks, summon companions or even execute certain moves hundreds of times, just to name a few. But the hardest ones are defeating every boss without taking any damage, and being every level on S like I mentioned before. I've got 0 damage, yep, I'm so good. Mwah. But quickly, can I rewind to the no damage run for a sec? You can restart checkpoints while in fights, and you could do that as many times as you wanted until you won the fight, which made it so much easier. While playing for each level over and over again, which took so long by the way, I made sure to collect as many cogs as possible, since you also needed to buy everything in the shops. That includes every piece of clothing for everyone in the team, every character upgrades and ships which included maximum to level 3, and finally, every normal and special attack. Let's go. Which apparently adds up to 1,866,500. This could be completely wrong, but I'm not too sure. But even with each level I still didn't have enough, so I went to the post-game battle tower, which I've heard is similar to the Devil May Cry tower. It has 100 floors, each getting harder and harder, and for the Wall of Fame I needed to beat it twice, as well as getting an S rank, also beating it without any items, which I did first try.
It's game over!
Oh my days! Beating the tower also gave me loads of cogs, allowing me to purchase the remaining items in the shops before going back to finish the levels on the harder difficulties. And on my last run of the final boss, I made sure to beat it without taking any damage using the same tech I mentioned before.
This is just too much work.
Yes! Oh my god, I don't need to do it anymore. I've done them all. And with that, I have gotten the first of many Xbox Platinums. But something I didn't mention before was that the game also has DLC called the Arcade Challenge, which I never ended up playing since I was so burnt out. So if you want to see me return to this game at a later point, let me know in the comments. And since you're down there, you might as well like and subscribe, because this Platinum took me forever. I have more videos on the way, so I will see you in the next one. No way. I've done it. I've fucking done it. Editing visit here. I've realised while editing just how much of the game I've ended up not even speaking about. So that's why I'm here. Quickly going over a few things I missed and giving a better explanation of a few things I've spoke about before. Starting with the Spectra doors. These were post-game challenges found in most levels with, believe it or not, some of the hardest challenges in the game. To complete them, you had to do a specific task with a time limit that varied to each door. And after beating every door found throughout the levels, it unlocks a secret area filled with 8 more of them. These doors house even harder challenges which also needed to be S ranked for the Wall of Fame. Whew. Thank God. And after beating every single one, you also got a secret ending. Another small grind, which wasn't even that bad looking back, was doing every single combo in the training mode. This also tied back into the Wall of Fame of doing all the listed combos on that. And while mentioning collectibles earlier, I forgot to mention the side quests found in 3 different levels. You can find Vandalay robots who need help with various things, including scaring birds away, finding golden cans, and destroying drones. These were incredibly easy to do, and I missed pretty much every single one on my first run. And since I mentioned them a second ago, the collectibles. These I did not talk about nearly as much as I should have. In the earlier levels you can return with the characters you unlocked later on, using their abilities to find new areas. And with the help of guides I managed to find them all pretty easily. And that is pretty much everything I can remember, so I will actually see you in the next one.